Yeah, exactly. And when I say these things, X amount of people agree with me and X amount of people disagree with me. That's fine, and that's the same of nearly any statement in the world.
All statements are equal. Some statements are just more equal than others, okay? No, this is the wrong answer. It's okay. This is the wrong answer. Like, Hasan needs to acknowge that.
Oh, he took his headphones off?
He gets very stressed sometimes, and
Yeah, it's cool. It's important. Sometimes you can't take the heat. Sometimes you can't take the heat, so you gotta get out of the kitchen a little bit.
If you're too cheap to pay $50, then you're broke. Nobody gives a shit think anyway. You've ruined the stream. Everyone wants you out of it. So either change tune and get with the program and be fun, or keep sitting here and talking sarcastic and really slowly and repeating yourself and talking about how you only believe what you see on the internet because no one really gives a fuck and it's boring.
You're an NPC. NPC response.
It's like a pyramid scheme where except you also get a bunch of stupid fucking financial advice. No, he's right, actually. Yeah, people never make bad financial decisions, so they don't need his advice in the first place. He just fucking owned himself. Obama. I've missed like all of the big discussions, basically. The Hasan and Andrew Tate. I heard actually Hasan was good in that one.
Andrew, I've seen some of your work as you're doing the rounds on Twitch here, and a lot of the things that you said that you've been called out.
He's smoking a cigar. Is he topless, or is this just like a skin-colored fucking shirt?
Out on specifically in regards to like women driving, as a matter of fact.
Why? Okay. Hasan, Andrew Tate, sure. Why is there like 2 Fortnite kids above them in the Discord call? Who the hell are they? Why are they there?
Are just generally untrue. There's no empirical evidence to back up those claims, which is why you resort to anecdotes quite frequently.
Compared with women, male drivers of cars and vans had twice the rate of fatal accidents per mile driven.
And say things like, oh, well, it's just common sense, right? But it's not technically common sense. It's just your personal opinion.
Completely. It's my personal opinion based on my personal biases of my life experience. Now, when I say these, yeah, exactly. And when I say these things, X amount of people agree with me and X amount of people disagree with me. That's fine, and that's the same of nearly any statement in the world.
Okay, but
I can say
all statements are equal. Some statements are just more equal than others, okay?
The world is round, and there'll be a percentage of people who disagree with me. That's totally and utterly fine. I come on here and talk about my own personal experiences, and my experiences, men are better drivers than women. I'm not saying there's no good female drivers. I'm not saying a female can't move a car.
No, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
He's trying to pivot. He understands exactly what Hasnabi is saying. He's pivoting to make it seem like, oh, well, you know, some people say this, other people say that, so it's all equal. Well, no, he's fucking wrong, and Hasan had like a study to back him up.
Now, your own personal experiences are oftentimes going to be incorrect and not close to the reality. That's why there's an entire field of statistical analysis. That's why we do empirical. That's why we rely on empirical evidence when we're making decisions. Why? Because we all carry a bunch of personal biases.
He's just being like a calm debater here. Where's the action? Where's the blood?
Analyze situations. We do not have enough scope to grasp the entirety of the situation. We cannot comprehend it with our human brains.
Listen,
which is why when it comes to women driving, it's a funny point because the truth is different. The truth is the exact opposite.
No, listen, first things first. There's lies, there's damn lies, and there's statistics. I'm sure you've heard that from Mark Twain. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you're deriving.
You can massage, you can massage numbers, but
you're deriving your truth from an internet study. That's fine. You can derive your truth from an internet study.
An internet study?
The truth of life is the truth that you experience as an individual. That is the only truth that we all live within. You live within your truths, I live within my truths, because these are the truths I've experienced as an individual. If certain things happen to you over and over and over and over and over again, but the truth on the internet says it's not true, that doesn't mean that your experiences are any less real. So if you come here and say the internet says X, especially
your experiences can be real. You could be a statistical anomaly, as a matter of fact. You can be one of those people, but more often than not,
he's talking over him.
Because I keep letting you talk, and you're finishing your point, and I'm trying to talk. So
okay, go ahead.
I'm going to. The fact that you're going on the internet, finding some study and saying that this is the truth, especially after the age of COVID and all the fucking truth we were told with that garbage, you want to sit here and say,
oh no, is he an anti-vaxxer? It seems like he's doing that to say absolutely nothing in a lot of words while talking fast. He is arguing his point. He's saying that basically you can't trust studies. He's going full like science denial.
Oh, the internet said X. I'm sure the internet did. I'm talking about my personal experiences, and some people agree with me and some people do not.
It sucks that Hasan isn't pushing back on the internet studies. There's a whole difference between a random fucking internet article and actual academic studies that got peer-reviewed.
Perfectly fine. Don't give a fuck if people agree with me or otherwise. People are listening to me and they're either agreeing with me or not.
I know, but you're still wrong, and that's the problem.
I disagree with you.
Do you want to be right, or do you want to keep speaking into a hug box where people agree with you? And
Prove
then,
to me I'm wrong.
Well, if you just completely devalue empirical evidence, actuarial sciences, the entirety of the insurance industry that relies on making these sorts of calculations to ensure that these quotes are as proper.
True. The entire fucking insurance industry has all those statistics, and they're like really important for them. And yes, men pay more insurance than women,
which ends up charging men higher rates than women, is a statistical likelihood that men are more dangerous drivers than women across the board and get into more car accidents across the board. If you're going to look at all of that and say it doesn't matter because that does not correspond to my own personal experiences, then you're silly. You're being silly. You're being a silly person. If everyone thought like you did, right, we would have no scientific achievements on this planet.
I like that he's actually calm at this point. Calling Andrew Tate a silly person, the best insult you can throw at him. If you call him stupid, if you go like aggro, he'll do his like alpha male whoa shtick. But if you call him silly, you're actually demeaning him. You're actually attacking him on the thing that matters to him.
We would still be living inside of fucking caves. As much as I love Liver King personally, I don't think that that would be a good planet to live on. I'm pretty happy for, I don't know, all the medical achievements, all the scientific achievements that we have reached. And at the heart of all of that, all of those accomplishments lies an understanding of arriving at the truth through empirical evidence.
That was really well presented.
You done?
Yeah.
Are you done? He didn't fucking listen. I love it.
In my personal experiences, all of the car crashes I've been involved in, all the times my car was hit, and all the negative experience I've had on the road, women were at fault. That is, now you can sit here and say the insurance claims say that. I never said the insurance claims don't say that. I'm saying that I am not comfortable with women driving because of my personal experience. Those are my personal experiences. You can drag up all the empirical evidence in the world you want to try and drag up. Anyone with a brain knows how that aids the world agendas anyway. I don't want to go too political on a stream that's going to get taken down. So I'm not saying that I can't find a female race car driver. I'm not saying that.
That's not what I'm saying either. I'm not talking about like statistical anomalies. I'm straight up talking about the overwhelming amount of evidence that suggests that
he's never going to admit to the like proper methodology to arriving at truth that Hasan presented, because that like discounts fucking 60 to 70% of his worldview. He's going to double down on this bullshit.
Women are more careful drivers than men, okay? And therefore better drivers than men. You keep resorting back to your personal anecdotes. Let me walk you through this, right?
Brother,
do you agree? Do you agree that human beings have biases?
Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Okay. But hey, I respected your time. Do you want to answer my question? Do you believe that human beings have biases?
Oh, absolutely. We're all biased.
Okay.
Completely.
Do you think that those biases might cloud your judgment?
It's not about clouding judgment.
Not just your personal not just your own personal judgment. Do you think our biases might cloud our personal judgment?
I think every single person on earth is biased and lives within a biased reality.
Absolutely. That's absolutely true. If you agree with me on both of those accounts, you understand that your anecdotes, your own
like
personal accumulation of information.
He's like holding his hand, trying to walk him through it. Confirmation bias. Let's go step by step.
Is going to be clouded by your own personal biases. So you're not going to be able to assess the information adequately in the same way that empirical evidence would. This is precisely why we look at data rather than make arguments around our... Wait, let me finish. Come on.
I understand what you're saying.
This is precisely why we do that.
We've went over the same point like 5 times here.
Everyone's saying kick you. You're long-winded the point. You're saying that the empirical evidence is saying X, so it doesn't matter what my personal experience is. That's fine. My point is, let me change it. Let's say that the empirical evidence says that a pit bull is more likely to bite you than a Dalmatian. But in your life experience, every time you went near a Dalmatian, it bit you, and a pit bull never did. Are you going to go up to a Dalmatian still completely and go, oh, it's fine, completely unbiased because the empirical evidence says X when you're covered in scars? No. You're going to say, Dalmatians bite me for some reason, and I'm not comfortable around Dalmatians. That's called human nature. Okay. So I'm telling you my personal experiences, and I don't care. I understand your point. Empirical evidence says X. Women...
Okay, I wonder if Hasan actually has quotes to throw back at him, because now he's doing the Maud and Bailey thing, right? He said that women are worse drivers, and now he's saying, no, I never said that women are worse drivers. I'm saying that because my experience with women has been car accidents, I'm afraid when women drive, which is a completely different statement. Like stating your bias, stating that he said you were always bitten by Dalmatians, so you have a fear of Dalmatians, is a completely different statement from saying that Dalmatians are the most dangerous dogs on earth.
This country can do X. I completely get that. secondly,
Okay.
it's also country by country because you're only talking about America because you're American and you don't see outside of the world. That's fine.
I'm Turkish, actually. I grew up in Turkey.
That's not the point. That's not the point I'm making. Point I'm making is I'm uncomfortable with a woman driving. And if you actually ask most women, if it gets late at night or it starts getting dark or it starts raining heavily or the parking gets difficult, they usually ask the man to drive themselves. I know many women who do that. They're not offended by my assumption. I know loads of women who go, oh, I don't want to park, you park it. Loads. There's not a bad thing about it. Who gives a shit, right? It's not even a big deal. You've come on here deciding you really want to stick up for the chicks and maybe, you know, one of them will drive over to your house. It's cool. We've got better.
Okay, now he's doing the alpha male bullshit. This is why Hasan is completely right about understanding facts and like there's differences between experiences and facts. Like what I was saying earlier, more men drive than women. When there's a man and a woman in a car, it's more statistically likely that the man has more experience and that means more experience, you know, parallel parking, more experience driving in bad conditions. They've recently driven more hours, so they're probably just more on point. It's like any skill, you develop it, you develop muscle memory for it. That's all, and that's like all Hasan has to reply to this. Not like personal experience isn't useless. I wouldn't go that far. My girlfriend drives for me because I can't reach the pedals or see over the dashboard. Are you Destiny?
I don't think I look. Let's be real. I don't think I need to be a male feminist to be able to attract women. Okay. However, having said that, that was a funny implication. Having said that, you are failing to recognize what I am trying to say. I walked you through these steps slowly but surely. The thing is,
this is the wrong answer. Like Hasan needs to acknowledge that it's okay to have a bias because of your experiences.
An example that you gave is great because you are creating now a hypothetical scenario in which you want your opponent to concede. I can do the exact same thing and say, well, in my personal experience, Dalmatians never bite, or pit bulls never bite, whichever one you thought.
No, this is the wrong answer. It's okay.
Was the more aggressive breed, right? In my personal experience, what if in a million times that I have bred pit
someone in chat was saying dog walk him, Hasan?
bulls or been around pit bulls, not a single one of them has ever been aggressive. We will never be able to arrive at a meaningful solution or a resolution to this conversation if we're both operating on personal anecdotes and hypotheticals. That is not how you can conduct an appropriate debate.
Good. So now you're saying the thing I just said. I have my own biases, my personal experiences, and I say them. Some people disagree and some people agree, and I don't care. You now come along.
Yeah, no, and the problem isn't that you're saying them. The problem is you're generalizing based on your experiences. That's the problem.
But you're still wrong, though, because I'm not operating on biases when I talk about women driving. I'm talking about
they're like talking past each other. Ah, man, Hasan was so good at the start, and now he's like missing the whole point.
I might have personally thought women are worse at driving than men as well. But once you arrive at, once you look at the evidence and you realize that
this is so
evidence
slow
suggests
too.
something else, you're probably not going to continue believing the prior thing that you believed, right?
We went over the same point like 5 times. And
I know, but it's just weird because I can't break through Andrew's.
I understand your point. You're saying that
walls here.
we're losing the girl.
No, exactly. I want to talk to her. He's saying even if I thought women were worse drivers, I've seen empirical evidence, and I'm so smart that.
Who is the Fortnite kid and his sister? I don't know. Someone linked earlier. Top. Oh no, that's top left. Buck FPS NRG Buck, professional athlete for NRG GG.
You a bitch. I know for a fact you're not talking to me like that. Did I call him an NPC? Wait. You don't have to be an NPC overall to be an NPC somewhere. This guy NPC the f out. Just like my own friends in my own debate, they NPC the f out. NPC Andes. In a conversation, okay, and you can't take the information that's been given, and you can't make a fair point or whatever the fuck in a convo, and you're just going along with whatever the fuck, and you're an NPC. NPC response. Certified NPC response.
Some random gamer bro, I guess. And top right probably as well. He has a fucking Fortnite shirt. They're both Fortnite kids, okay?
I ignore my own eyes and ears and believe what the internet tells me. That's
not what I'm asking you to do, my friend.
I'm sure you're double vaccinated. It all makes sense to me now. You believe what you're told to believe. You don't believe your own eyes, you don't believe your own ears. And that's what you're going to sit here and talk about empirical evidence that you found on Google. Cool. If you believe everything that's on Google, that is your prerogative, my friend. If you think that makes you sound smart in the modern world after the 3 years we've just been through, to say that I read a piece of paper that tells me to believe X, so I believe X, and I ignore my own personal experiences. And you think
I'm not asking you to ignore your own personal experiences. I'm simply asking you to look at the data.
So let's change the subject because you've just proven the point.
Okay, Andrew, do you believe? Well, you didn't really prove anything, but it's cool. Do you believe the Earth is flat, or do you believe the Earth is spherical, round?
I'll get his headphones on.
Yeah, oh, he took his headphones off?
He gets very stressed sometimes, and
Yeah, it's cool. It's important. Sometimes you can't take the heat. Sometimes you can't take the heat, so you gotta get out of the kitchen a little bit. Andrew, do you believe the Earth is flat or round, spherical, globe?
Round.
You believe it's round, right? But when you walk outside, it feels like it's flat.
brother, and I
It looks
respect-
flat. It feels flat, but you believe it's round. Why do you believe the Earth is round?
because I have personal experience that would prove to me that the Earth is round.
Oh, your personal experience. What happened? Did you go up to the fucking moon? Is that how you figured it out?
Exactly. I flew up into space and I looked down on Earth. And
Yeah,
I saw a big
That's
circle.
crazy. Okay,
down there.
you don't have to. Hey, listen, you don't have to concede on that point, but I think you and I both understand the importance of scientific, the importance of empirical evidence in that one, right? Or you know, science.
That's a
And I
good
thought,
one.
Wow, this guy. Wow. Okay, he's gonna ruin the stream. We had a hot chick. Now
oh,
you're
did
here.
you? Is that what you thought?
Just chill out. Like,
It's
I
a
don't wanna
little,
argue
wait,
about-
so what's up? Is it a little bit more difficult when I'm not like the traditional like SJW looking person? Is that why it feels like the stream is a little bit more ruined?
No, it's not difficult. As a professional, I'll tell you the conversation we just had.
Yeah, dude, you've been kicked in the face and stuff. Like I'm sure you can handle little old me.
Exactly. So I'll tell you as a professional the conversation we just had. I said I'm biased and I don't believe women can drive. That's my personal experience. I don't care if anyone agrees.
Oh.
You came along and said, don't interrupt me. You came along and said, no, that's not true because of the evidence. I came and said, I don't care about the evidence, my personal experience. You said, I also have personal experiences and we're all biased. I agreed. Then you said, even if I had personal experiences that said X, I would ignore them because the internet told me to believe Y. I believe what I'm
That's
told.
not what I said. I said that regardless of my own personal biases that I might have, evidence is still more important than my personal biases.
When you guys are both talking at once, you
And
can't
it's
hear
boring, and you've lost, and it's boring. So let's just
Oh.
move on to the next subject.
Is that what happens? You just say I'm boring and I lost, and then you win. Is that what it is?
Do a poll in the chat. If you won, then we'll continue to talk it. But I'm sure you've lost, and it's boring.
Okay.
And it's
Do you want me to leave the conversation that desperately, Andrew? It seems like you're running away a little bit.
No, we're just going in a never-ending circle. Like,
Okay, yeah, we can move on from that. We can move on from.
Jesus Christ. This is the blood sports I was looking for. I've been driving for a while now and I'm more confident, but not as much as some folk who gun it down country roads at night. When it comes to driving, there's such a thing as people being too confident, okay? The people who are gunning it down at night on like small country roads because they're so fucking used to it, they're just zooming around, they're fucking idiots. Just, okay, get home 15 minutes later, but safe. Fuck that shit. I fucking hate that.
The importance of science and Andrew's personal biases. Andrew, can you tell me a little bit about the Hustlers University, whatever that is? Not in a promotional capacity. I know that like you're doing the rounds on Twitch, and I know that that's probably giving you a big boost. But I want to understand, you know, because you are a businessman. I want to understand how you generate revenue. Is it okay to get this information for free, or do I have to pay $50 and then maybe get an affiliate link and get other people to also join, so I can make a 10% cut off of them also joining Hustlers University?
You can find everything on the website, and you can join if you want more information. That's fine.
But you don't want to share this information for free right now. You don't want to educate me on that.
I don't want to sit here and spend the next hour you trying to accuse me of some bullshit.
I'm not. I'm here to learn. Andrew, you are a brilliant mind. Maybe a little rattled from the numerous concussions, but brilliant nonetheless. So I want to hear more about your business strategy, if possible.
It's actually quite interesting that people who are too scared to get in the ring try and make fun of people who have bravery to try and make fun of.
No,
people.
I do think it's very brave. I do think it's very brave.
All right, so let's not detract the bravery of men who do things you're afraid to do. That's the first thing. The
No.
second thing-
You are absolutely incredibly brave. You still might have CTE, but you are incredibly brave. I appreciate it.
I mean, whatever, it's fine. The point I'm trying to make is, I know you want to sit here and talk about hate you and try and break it down, and you've prepared a bunch of notes, etc.
I have no notes whatsoever. I'm a dumbass. I don't know anything I'm talking about. I'm simply here to learn from you.
Yo, can we stop with sarcastic shit? Just have an actual
No, I'm
conversation.
literally. But that's the
No,
truth.
you're being so sarcastic though. Like, why are you being so sarcastic? Like,
I'm
let's have
not.
a
I'm literally.
conversation. No, you're
Oh,
just
come
like,
on.
I
Come
think
on.
you're
Come on. Come on.
sarcastic.
Come on. I'm asking questions.
You're
Hasan,
being sarcastic. Like, listen.
Hasan, please. It's pretty clear that I was the better Hasan. So
Yeah, that's agreed. I agree with that one.
if,
That's for sure.
if you could just get out the call, maybe it would fix the stream.
I
Uh-huh.
think so.
Would you guys, if you guys would like me to leave the call, I can do that. I don't want to be. I don't want to be
I gotta
rude.
get back to work.
I do not want to be rude, boys. You know, this is your stream. Andrew, I'd love to talk to you in more detail if you'd like to. I hope that one day you can educate me on your revenue strategies. I mean, it's a little bad though if you feel as though I should leave the call because you feel like I'm overpowering you a little bit.
You should stay on the call, but I think you should be more socially aware.
I
and
am.
understand- Oh,
Is
no,
that a
no,
bad
I'm-
question? Do you not
no.
educate thousands
If
of
you-
young men about your business strategies? I want to know more.
Okay, I want you to be more socially aware and understand that since you've joined the stream, everyone's begging for you to leave. The vibe's down. It's boring. It's late at night for me. I came here to have fun. You're being boring. No one thinks you're cool. No one thinks you're intelligent. No one thinks you're funny.
I
And you
don't
need
think
to
I'm cool or intelligent. I just have questions and you're not answering them for some reason.
No, I don't
Why
have
are
to
we
answer-
derailing?
I don't have to answer your questions. You're not the police. I don't have to answer.
No,
anything.
not at all. No, I am not the UK police nor the Romanian one. I'm simply asking you questions about your business
Good
strategy.
one.
Would you literally
For anyone familiar, he's under investigation by the Romanian police for human trafficking and sequestering women, allegedly. We don't know yet.
educate people on? I just want to know how you do growth and revenue. Why can't I be a hustler? I want to be a hustler like you. I want to be a top G, a top bloke, a proper bloke.
You can find out more on the website. I would like the stream to get fun again. If you want to discuss this,
You don't think your
discuss
educational content is fun for people to consume?
I think everyone's saying kick in. Read the chat. Have you guys read the chat on your stream?
You want me to leave that bad? I'll. If you want me to leave that bad, I'll leave.
You're just being. I mean, listen. I'm just a messenger, but you're just kind of like being sarcastic. making
I'm not.
shit
I'm
worse,
literally
going
not.
in
I
circles.
promise.
You are being
I
Don't
swear
even
to
tell me
Allah that I
what
want to
you were
know.
just saying wasn't sarcastic. Don't even. You can't even commit to
None
that.
of none of what I have mentioned is sarcastic. I truly would like to know more.
85% kick. 85%. No one thinks you're funny or interesting or witty. Your little comebacks. No one's interested in them. You haven't won
Aw.
anything.
It's okay. It's okay, Andrew. If you want, we can have a conversation again. We can have a conversation again in the future if you'd like. If you're brave enough, I guess.
HU has an affiliate program for some people. They want to affiliate, like everything else in the world. We have over 100,000 students making more than they invest each month.
Fundamentals, crypto and NFTs, investing and real estate, freelancing and copy, Amazon FBA and e-commerce. What's it called when you're like selling stuff directly from warehouses, but you're like not even handling any stock or anything? It's just a scam. Yeah, it's clearly a fucking pyramid scheme. Drop shipping. Yes, thank you, drop shipping. It's like a pyramid scheme where except you also get a bunch of stupid fucking financial advice. 7, invest in Netflix. Tate, everyone wants you to leave. Hasan, you want me to go? I'll go. Tate, I'm not saying that. Yeah. It's the small things like that which make me like Hasan. $50 for a Discord server. It's all leaked on YouTube, by the way. Of course it is. Dude, you can pay thousands of dollars for the Scientology shit, or you can download it from a fucking torrent. All that stuff gets leaked. Like, OnlyFans accounts get leaked.
Affiliate, like everything else in the world. We have over 100,000 students making more than they invest each month. If they didn't make more than they invest, they wouldn't sign up. One of the most successful online education platforms.
If they didn't make more than they invested, they wouldn't sign up. Okay, because people never make bad financial decisions. No, he's right, actually. Yeah, people never make bad financial decisions, so they don't need his advice in the first place. He just fucking owned himself.
There are multiple layers.
If you want to learn how to make some money yourself, if you want to join and have more information, it's all on corporatate.com. You can find out yourself. If you're too cheap to pay $50, then you're broke. Nobody gives a shit. Think anyway. You've ruined the stream. Everyone wants you out of it. So either change tune and get with the program and be fun, or keep sitting here and talking sarcastic and really slowly and repeating yourself and talking about how you only believe what you see on the internet, because no one really gives a fuck and it's boring. So let's move on to something fun. Let's get the tempo up. I've just told you I hate you. We do have an affiliate program. You can find out more on corporatate.com.
No, it is. So okay, so it is a multi-level marketing scheme. Got it. I just wanted to figure out if it was truly a pyramid scheme. It would be inappropriate of me to assume that it's a pyramid scheme without having you explain it in such terms. But thank you. All right, whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm game.
You're welcome to affiliate anytime you like, friend. There's no problem.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on because this dude he's lame, my friends. Let's
All right,
get the,
yeah, Hasan, I appreciate you coming out. We're gonna bring in another guest now.
All right, peace, boys. Have fun.
Hasan,
Andrew,
thanks for
I'm
coming
always
out.
open to talk to you, my friend, if you'd like
Yeah,
to.
we'll have another conversation.
Have a nice- Thank you, my friend.
Have a good night.
That was bullshit. I've never seen a man act so hysterical. I thought he was such a fucking big boy. What happened? That's crazy. What happened there?
Hasan is actually pretty damn good in this discussion. I am pissed off at him that he didn't like properly handle the analogy that that Tate threw at him that like killed that entire part of the convo. But Hasan's handling this like relatively well.